Hey there, it's David Duford from Final Expense Agent Mentor at feagentmentor.com. Today, we are going to talk about the usage of trial close questioning in the process of selling final expense. So specifically, we're going to talk about what a trial close is, how you would implement it in the conversation as you're trying to sell final expense insurance, and then why I feel it's a good additional type of phraseology to use to make sure that everybody's on the same page and you're doing the best job you can in selling your product. So first of all, what's a trial close? A trial close is a question in which asks a specific qualifying question to make sure that that prospect is on board with the process of you selling them at different steps and at different phases of the sales presentation. There are trial closes at the beginning, middle, and end, and all of them serve the purpose of making sure that what you are selling them on is getting through the head of that prospect and to qualify out any kind of uncertainty or concerns or underlying non-interest before you waste more time or roll them over and confuse them any further and potentially lose a sale. A trial close helps you stay on track and make sure that the litmus test involved prove out that this person is a qualified prospect and that they're meeting and you're meeting their needs and making sure everything's on task. So how does a trial close question sound? Very simple. The most prominent use of a trial close I use is right smack dab in the middle after I've qualified them on health, bank, and budget. I ask them, I say, Mr. Jones, if I can qualify you for a program today, can you afford $100 a month? That phraseology right there is a trial close. I'm not asking them for the program or the sale. What I'm doing is, it's a conditional statement. If I can do X, will you do Y? It's not saying that I can't do it, but what it does allow me to do is to feel them out. At this point, I'm asking them the money question. I'm asking in a non-confrontational way. If they start to have doubts or concerns or may not be interested, that's when it's going to start to come out. Because I've felt them out, I've developed a little rapport, I know what they want, or at least they say they want, and now I'm qualifying to see if they're really, truly there mentally and can pull the trigger. And that allows me also, again, to double check. Hey, if you can't do $100 a month, why don't we look at 50 or 75 or some other number? And so that allows me to ensure that when going forward, these people remain qualified to buy today. So if you don't do that, what happens is you run the risk of doing a sales call in which, you put on this fantastic presentation, everything seems to be going great, they don't tell you no, they're shaking their heads, and they get up and thank you for their time, and you wonder, what the heck just happened? That happens a lot to salespeople because they have a one-way conversation. They don't ask questions which allow for you to feel out the sincerity and concern of the prospect to see if they're really a prospect to begin with, and also to conserve your time as a very busy, important life insurance agent that's out there to help people. So hopefully the trial close is something that you'll find useful. Again, I employ it in the middle of the conversation. I employ it primarily there. Sometimes in the beginning, if I feel a lot of resistance in the beginning and it's more than just a knee-jerk objection, just to feel them out and see if they're worth my time. It's more of a gut feel. It's something I don't really teach, but doing this long enough, you develop an instinct in this business. So that's kind of where that comes from. But thanks again for listening. I got a lot of information on final expense sales. If you are watching this video and you've never watched anything else of mine for the first time, please take a lot of time to investigate my material. It's all designed to give you free information on becoming a final expense success. My name's Dave Duford, and I want to thank you so much for listening to this video. Y'all take care.